Today we are feeding these tarantulas with this. Super worms. Let's talk about that. Hello everybody and welcome to this week's video where we will be feeding some of the unseen tarantulas. Most of them will be tarantulas that you didn't really see in the collection tour now that that is over. Some that were you seen but they were in pre-moult, and some are just there to be fed these guys, which are super worms. Some of them even called them Mario worms. They're basically these giant worms which are disgusting in my opinion, but are a great source of protein for some of the tarantulas. They are not a common food source for my tarantulas. Basically I just bought them for fun because I am going to try to have them again, because every time I had them in the past they didn't breed successfully, so I had nothing out of them. But I'm gonna try to do it today, feed some tarantulas that you didn't see, and let's see what happens. If tarantulas don't eat in this video, I'm not even gonna include it in, because that's not the point. I want you to see some of the tarantulas that you missed in previous videos. So let's start with some tarantulas. You already saw Auratum eat, but you saw Auratum eat in the past video. Gorgeous looking female. Okay, so I was about to check on this girl. This is EPHEBOPUS, species Columbia large, pumpkin patch, and she molted. So there she is. She was in the video, I don't remember which one you saw her in. She was very pre-molt, and I just pulled her molt out. So there she is in all of her glory. Gorgeous looking female. And now that she actually molted, it is confirmed she is a female, because male would have definitely been molted into his final stage. So yeah, definitely a female. Moving on to the next tarantula, which will probably just eat the super worm. Okay, now we are at a THRIXOPELMA OCKERTI, if she will want to eat. In any case, I have a video clip of her feeding on wait a sec. This is why I hate these guys, because they just dig down and it's horrible and you can't really get them out. But yeah, I'm gonna stop disturbing the spider. I'm just gonna drop it in again, and if she will eat, she will eat. Then yeah, I have a nice video clip which will be running right along. I'm talking about the tarantula. Basically, she is very skittish tarantula, doesn't really come outside, and when she does, she just sits there, and I don't want to really touch it because it's full of her hair flickings. In the collection tour video, I tried to poke her out, and I ended up with all of my arm just being very itchy. So we will not be doing that. There she is. But I actually got a nice footage of her as you're watching right now, and she looks gorgeous. She's just eating a dubia, so ignore that. Moving on to the next tarantula. Okay, we're back at little cattle, probably wagons. Just call her Juniper, that she will actually eat. Let's see. Oh, she will this time. There we go. Gorgeous looking girl. She's just older and won't eat as much as often as she can, or she used to. That's pretty much it about her. But yeah, gorgeous looking her. Gorgeous looking girl. There we go. Now we are moving on to the beast who molted very recently. Okay, now we are filming GRAMMOSTOLA Pulchripes. Can't really put the terrarium out as much, so just drop it there and she should get it. Come on. Why is she? She doesn't want to eat. When I put water in, she attacked immediately, but now she doesn't want to eat. Oh wait, she will of course eat now. She's just very peculiar tarantula as well. Slightly skittish, but like it's digging in. I'm gonna try and throw in another one. Very gentle. Very, very gentle takedown from GRAMMOSTOLA Pulchripes, CHACO Golden Knee. I will throw the names on the screen anyway, but I forgot to mention the common names of the tarantula, so you'll just see them as the tarantula pops up. But yeah, a very difficult angle to film. If I can show you, this is the terrarium as my nightstand basically. I was just feeding the collection and then, or the other spiders, and then this happened. If you don't recognize this, this is APHONOPELMA CRINIRUFUM Costa Rican blue front tarantula, and it's very matte for some reason. Like, can you see the blue-ish thing? Slightly on the fangs, you can see that's why it's blue front. But yeah, just a classic APHONOPELMA behavior, I must say. I adore it every time I see this girl. She's very crazy and very sporadic and just goes crazy for food, or sometimes she just throws in a threat posture. Not a typical APHONOPELMA thing, I might add. So we're moving on to the next girl. Okay, so next up we are actually in the living room, and this is a tarantula very rarely seen, GRAMMOSTOLA Porteri. She's a very, very old female. I don't think very, she's like 10 years old, but yeah. I'll show you some photos of her that are much nicer than this, but I'm not gonna disturb her too much because she's pre-molt probably, so. Okay, there you go, a slightly better footage of her. There she is, pre-molt again, so won't eat for another half a year probably. Okay, so next up it's gonna be a spider that was featured in the last video, but was very, very pre-molt, so don't worry, I'm holding it tightly. She just ate the super worm, and this is of course Teraposa blondie, Goliath bird eater. She molted like a week ago and she's already eating, but as you can see, yeah, there's the mat and everything. She's under this lock, so I fed her mostly because I can't do both things at once. I can't hold this and film it, so this is the best alternative we can come up with. But yeah, there she is. Gorgeous, gorgeous looking girl. Already at least third of the size bigger than she was previously, so yeah, growing like crazy. Okay, so the next up is BRACYPELMA BOEHMEI, whatever you would call it. She molted like very recently. She molted a week ago or two now, and basically I explained all about her pairing and everything in that video, so if you're interested why I'm upset that she molted, you can see it in that. Basically she was paired and didn't make an egg sac. That's a very quick explanation. She always eats. She's a older lady, but is very nice generally. Doesn't really do anything else but kicks hairs basically. She does that. But this is why I hate zophobes so much, or superworms. We call them zophobie. But Okay, then she gets spooked and runs away, and she can actually goes behind that. If you believe me or not, she can squeeze herself into that hole behind it. So yeah, that's it. Moving on to the last few tarantulas. Okay, so next up is a Formosa that is just hiding. I don't know what she's doing. What are you doing? Come on, girl. Go. I don't know what this is, guys. She's not been thirsty for too long. I've tried to feed her in the collection tour, but she didn't really eat. Come on, very skittish. This is a suspect female, so I'm trying to care for her as much as I can, because she will just move into the enclosure when she is a confirmed female. The enclosure is ready to go, so at least you will be able to see her. I'll try a few more times, but I don't know, we shall see. Okay, so Formosa didn't really want to eat. It's very weird, she's very skittish, because the last time I tried to feed her, she killed the prey, but then she ran away for some reason. I'm trying to show you EPHEBOPUS murinus. At least this time you can actually spot the legs of it. I'll try to cut around. Yeah, then you can see legs. We're gonna wait for night time and then try to feed her. Hopefully she will be outside on top of an enclosure and we will be able to film it. Okay, so it's the next day and she is currently outside, even though there's light in the sky already. But yeah, at least you can spot her, because this is my favorite tarantula. She is fossorial and she is mostly down there, but at least this is what you can see. I will try to do this and get it. Okay, she doesn't like the light, so this is the best we can actually do. I'm really afraid she's gonna run out, so we're gonna just finish this video with just looking at her, because she is a gorgeous looking spider. There we go. Just a better shot at her. Yeah, there we go. She's stretched and she's just chilling there. So yeah, this is pretty much gonna be it for this week's video. There's still some spiders that I missed in the collection tour and in this video, but we will just try and film that in shorts or something like that, so you will be able to see those spiders eventually. But this is the best I can do. A lot of the fossorials that you didn't see in any of the collection tours are still in the holes, even though I tried to see them and like spot them overnight with like this. Like I had the lid open, I had the lid not fully closed, so if she comes out I would be able to spot her, but all others were not, didn't even came out of their hiding places or their holes. So this is the best we can do in this situation. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, click a like, subscribe down below to see more of my content, and I will see you again next week for another video. Bye guys.